Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we head to the East Brunswick Baseball League complex, where a memorial wiffle ball tournament was held to raise funds for the Patrick Awosogba Memorial Scholarship that will be awarded to a student athlete at East Brunswick High School. Al Nygren, the executive director and curator of the New Jersey Film Festival, sits down in studio with the director of Impossible Monsters for a filmmaker interview. We welcome Dr. James Salwitz as he talks about an upcoming doctor talk on medical marijuana that will take place at the East Brunswick Public Library. All this, plus we have a special video produced by local students on behalf of the Sustainable East Brunswick Committee, plus we check out some of the hidden gems of the East Brunswick Parks and Trail System. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
We're here today raising money for a scholarship in honor of Patrick Awosogba. He was an East Brunswick student who passed away in 2015 playing pickup basketball at Rutgers University at Cook Gym. He had a heart condition. I've known him since we were about 10 years old. We grew up playing baseball together all the way through, played in high school together, and every year since 6th grade I had a wiffle ball tournament at my house, and he would always come, be very competitive. So we're doing a fundraiser here today, a wiffle ball tournament in honor of him to raise money for a scholarship that goes to a student with high academics who's also a student athlete. So it was something cool that we could do to honor him. I know he would love to be here right now. I always joke and say he wouldn't want me to win because we were always competitive that way. And he's very quiet, but he's sneaky that way.
My name is Buki, and I just want to thank you on behalf of our entire family for being here and coming out to play and for donating to his memorial scholarship. When I got here, my dad said to me, if we were here, he would be here playing with all of you and having a really good time. So thank you for having a good time on his behalf. And Greg, you've been incredible. As a coach, as a student, as a brother, as a son, and as a really, really good friend, what you've done here is amazing, and this is what it's about. It's about bringing people together and having fun, and BJ would be really proud of you. So thank you, and look how it's grown. And it's just going to get even bigger. So thank you, and thank everybody.
Past 3 years we got to actually do it at the complex here, and every year we get more and more people to come, and it's awesome. And I think that's my favorite part, is just seeing old friends and new friends come together. And even the part where I'm reaching out, contacting old friends, and it's awesome just to hear from people you haven't talked to in a while. You go off to college and you just don't hear from some people, and like you do this, you got so many people donating money, and it's honestly really cool just to see everybody come together, and that's what this is all about. I just want to say, thank you to everybody that's helped just to have fun playing wiffle ball like little kids again. It's the greatest thing.
Hello everyone, it's Al Nygren, Executive Director and founder of the New Jersey Film Festival, back here with our filmmaker interview series. The Fall 2019 series will begin on September 13th and run through October 13th at Rutgers University in our state-of-the-art facility, the Voorhees Hall, room 105, which is located adjacent to the Zimmerli Art Museum, about a block away from the New Brunswick train station. And we've got film screening between those dates on select Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. So check our website for the entire lineup at njfilmfest.com. Today we have the first of our filmmaker interviews with a very talented filmmaker from New York City. His name is Nathan Catucci, and we're here to talk about his wonderful feature film, Impossible Monsters. Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Our jury loved your film, and we thought it was one of the best indie films we'd seen in a long time. And so you should be very proud of this film, which focuses on a university professor who's doing a sleep study experiment, and is played by a Tony Award-winning actor, Santino Fontana. And tell us a little bit about how you got involved in this project.
Well, going all the way back to the beginning, where kind of inspiration came from, I'd always been fascinated by dreams and nightmares and how they relate to our perception of reality. Particularly that moment when we first wake up and we have to decipher the dream and real world.
Yeah.
In high school, there was a period of time where I had sleep paralysis. And what sleep paralysis is you're in REM sleep. It happens upon falling asleep or waking up, and typically a victim will sense a presence in the room. They'll have a tightness in their chest. They might have trouble breathing. They might see or hear things, and they can't move. And it can last moments or minutes, but it's terrifying. And because you're in REM sleep, you're conscious of it. And so it's kind of like this moment where, going back to moments, dreams and reality like suddenly blend.
Yeah.
So in high school, I didn't know what that was until I got to college, and I learned about sleep paralysis. And then I went a step further and wanted to explore the science of dreams in art, mainly Henry Fuseli's The Nightmare and Francisco Goya's etching, Los Caprichos etchings. So I started out working on the script. I met a professor, Edgar Kunz, who's a psychology and neuroscience professor at NYU. We became good friends. He was a technical advisor on the script, and he eventually became the executive producer on the project, and then we finally brought it to life.
And one of the pluses of your film are the fact that there is a lot of ambiguity. You're not really sure if it is a dream. There's moments where that moment of sleep paralysis becomes what you think is reality, but is obviously a dream. And you wonder if the whole film is not a dream, but we don't want to give away too much. So tell me about these wonderful actors, because the ensemble is terrific. I mean, the basic premise is that you have this psychology professor who is heading a sleep study, focusing on sleep paralysis nightmare, and he brings in people that are his students. Tell us more about these people.
Yeah, so Dr. Rich Freeman, who's played by the wonderful Santino Fontana, wants to compete for a very lucrative grant, of which he has to conduct a sleep paralysis study. He brings in his student, Jo, played by Devika Bazay, she's a bit edgy.
She's stunning, though. She's beautiful.
She is, and she was excellent in the role.
Yeah.
She was really...
Not an easy role, not an easy role to play.
Not at all. And she's a student by day, but then she has kind of a dark side at night, and I won't give that away.
Yeah.
And then he also brings in an artist named Otis, played by Donald Healy, an Irish actor, who was just very, very intense as the painter. And then he also involves his girlfriend, so to speak, from a new relationship, Lee, who's played by the really wonderful Natalie Knepp.
Yeah. She's great too.
She is.
I mean, the ensemble is really wonderful. But the thing is, Freud would really question having somebody you're having a relationship be part of his study. And I thought that was really cool, though, because it kind of brings it up to the 21st century.
Yeah.
You know, because he doesn't see a problem with that. In fact, he thinks that it's probably a better idea.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Like, does he feel like he's getting an advantage by doing that?
Right, and control is a very big theme throughout the film. So I think one of the other pluses, the music, is just really sets the right tone. I thought it really kept things moving at the same time as, didn't telegraph too much of what was going to take place in the film, without giving too much away.
No, I mean, the music was very much a part of kind of the journey of the film. It's an all-original score by Michael McAllister. It features, it's all stringed instruments that we recorded live in Brooklyn, along with some percussion and pianos. And
yeah, I mean, Eyes Wide Shut kept on going through my mind when I heard the score, so I think he should be very proud being compared to Krzysztof Penderecki, I think, the very famous Polish composer. But the film was shot mostly at City College?
Oh, that's a stand-in for the university. We also shot at Lehman College in the Bronx, and several other places in Upper Manhattan.
Yeah, how did you get access to an MRI, too? Through the doctor?
Well, that was actually, we shot that in Kingston, New York.
Crazy.
Because we had a stage day in Saugerties, and that's also, we also shot at a bookstore in Saugerties, and then at night, it was that MRI that we shot in. I don't know how my locations found that. It was
yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, well, folks, this film is going to be playing. I should tell you when it's going to be playing. It's on our opening weekend. It's on Saturday, September 14th. There's 2 short films, a wonderful animation by Mikhail Ikiz. Sorry if I butchered your name, Mikhail. It's called Pit Stop. It's really wonderful animation. And All in Madonna by Arnold Lim. He's from Vancouver, or Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Those are the 2 short films that are playing before yours. And then Impossible Monsters is the feature film. And normally what we have is there's a Q&A session at the end of the session after we show all the movies. So I know you're going to be there to do a Q&A. Hopefully we'll get some of the cast members to come too. And this will be taking place at 7 p.m. in our state-of-the-art facility, Voorhees Hall, room 105. And general admission is $12. $10 for students and seniors. You need more information, you can get that at njfilmfest.com. And you get to meet Nathan, who's an up-and-coming director. You have to absolutely meet him. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, and thank you. And people can go to impossiblemonsters.com and at Impossible Monsters Movie on Instagram and Facebook for more information about the film.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's a wonderful film. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Karen Parry, Manager of Information Services at the East Brunswick Library and Manager of the library's Just for the Health of It initiative. I'm so excited to talk about a new exciting program that we'll be holding at the library on Thursday, October 17th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. called Medical Marijuana, Benefits, Use, and the Law. I'm joined here today by Dr. James Salwitz, oncologist with Regional Cancer Care Associates right here in East Brunswick. Welcome, Dr. Salwitz.
Karen, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
So let me just start by saying, why medical marijuana?
You know, in New Jersey now we have access to what is really a very exciting therapy for the treatment of a wide range of symptoms and many diseases. The law has become more robust. It has changed. It was just significantly improved. You know, we have literally tens of thousands of patients already involved in the program. And I think this is a great chance to talk to patients about what this treatment offers them and to make the distinction between what we're used to, marijuana, smoking from recreational on the streets, and to this as a medical intervention that can really help your lives be much better.
Okay, and Dr. Salwitz, so this is so exciting and new. What topics will you be covering in your presentation on the 17th?
Well, first we'll just talk about why this makes sense. What's the history of marijuana? How do we get to this place that we now have access? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the basic structures of the law, which is very open and liberal in New Jersey. Access is actually fairly easy. We'll talk about the process of how do you sign up? How do you find a doctor that does this? How do you use it? I mean, what are the methods for using it? And of course, we'll spend some significant time talking about in what medical conditions it's most appropriate and how will it help in those medical conditions.
So Dr. Salwitz, you are a medical oncologist. So my question is this just for cancer patients?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, we've been very excited at RCCA in the use of marijuana. We're one of the first adopters in the state. We were involved in this now for 6 years. We have over 700 patients that are involved in the program. And we've been very excited for our patients, most of them are cancer patients, and the difference that it has made. But the reality is there are over 15 different conditions that is improved from in the state of New Jersey, including most types of pain, multiple sclerosis, problems with appetite, even anxiety is an approved condition, PTSD, and multiple other conditions. And I think it is something that many different individuals dealing with many short-term and long-term medical conditions would be very interested in. What we've discovered is that you think of marijuana, you think about getting high and sitting in the corner on your couch and eating too much. But we see the opposite for medical marijuana. For many of our patients, this is a tool they use to get out of bed, get going, and live their lives. I mean, I have patients that get up in the morning with chronic pain problems, and particularly neuropathy, for which marijuana is unbelievably good. Use marijuana, and then that's what lets them go out into the world. That's what lets them go to work and lets them function, let alone enjoy their families, enjoy their lives, and sometimes just get some sleep. So we'll talk about all those different conditions and how it may apply and how someone might use it.
That sounds so exciting. We are so honored to have this program, Dr. Salwitz. I believe we are the first library to hold a program such as this. Again, the title of Dr. Salwitz's program is Medical Marijuana Benefits Use and the Law, Thursday, October 17th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And we are very honored to partner with Regional Cancer Care Associates and the Cancer Support Community, Central New Jersey, to bring this novel program. Thank you, Dr. Salwitz.
Thank you so much, Karen.
New Jersey isn't called the Garden State without a reason, and East Brunswick perfectly exemplifies why the state has earned that nickname. East Brunswick is home to a lot of greenery, and this is perfectly showcased in the mixture of trails and parks around town. One of the most scenic trails is located at Butterfly Park at 262 Ruse Lane, aptly named the Butterfly Trail. The trail is home to beautiful butterflies of all kinds, which are most abundant in the spring and summer. Aside from butterflies themselves, the trail is well maintained and perfect for families to take a walk with all its tall trees and clear paths. Another great spot for the summer is Jamesburg Park, right off of Old Stage Road. The park has historic pine barrens and is a wetland habitat, home for a lot of woodland creatures and perfect for animal lovers. If you're looking for a hike, look no further than Frost Woods. Beginning at 72 Frost Avenue, the woods are over 140 acres of greenery to march through, and it's great for a summer romp through the forest. Located at Hillcrest Avenue, the Tamarack Hollow Preserve spans 232 acres and is a blend of heavily wooded forest and farmland, the latter which continues to support local agriculture. With over 2 miles of trails and a wide variety of plants and animals, the preserve is a prime location for activities such as hiking, walking, bird watching, and taking photos of nature. The preserve looks different during the summer and the winter, making it a great spot for families all year long. Aside from major trails, the rest of the town is packed with small parks in every neighborhood, so you're never too far from a family picnic area or a lush green area to take a walk. Nature trails and parks are a terrific asset to any community, and while East Brunswick boasts vast acres of green trails to hike and walk, the town also has an abundance of smaller, more play-focused parks as well. Right near the Butterfly Trail at 260 Ruse Lane is Great Oak Park. Outfitted with playground equipment, the park also contains green fields, perfect for hosting large picnics, and a paved path perfect for walking or biking, and direct access to the Butterfly Trail. Country Lane Park is a fairly secluded spot that's tucked perfectly into a local neighborhood. Located off of Milltown Road near Harts Lane, Country Lane consists of lots of greenery and a playground, well-maintained tennis courts, basketball court, and a nearby baseball field, making it perfect for youth sports practices and activities. For another activity-oriented park, Heavenly Farms is the answer. Right off of 440 Dunham's Corner Road, the farms sport a dog park, bike trail, turf baseball, soccer, and football fields, and is the venue for a multitude of community events. Bicentennial Park is one of the most popular spots in East Brunswick and plays host to many summer events and activities. Spanning 34 acres, the park packs in lots of amenities including sports fields, playgrounds, an area for dogs, not to mention a lake that can be used for fishing and kayaking. Whether you need a great picnic area or just a nearby playground, East Brunswick is sure to have a spot nearby.
Hi, we are student representatives for the East Brunswick Green Team. The East Brunswick Green Team is working to get environmental sustainability certification from Sustainable Jersey
and towards making East Brunswick a more sustainable community.
Sustainable Jersey is a non-profit organization that provides help to empower communities
like East Brunswick to reduce waste and build a better world for future generations.
We visited a landfill on a school field trip and were horrified to see tons of non-biodegradable plastic and styrofoam trash everywhere, which will stay there for years.
We wrote to Mayor Cohen about replacing styrofoam in our school cafeteria and were invited by him to be part of the East Brunswick Green Team.
As a result, styrofoam lunches are being replaced with eco-friendly trays, and steps are being taken to replace the plastic containers used in lunchrooms with paper bags.
Plastic is manufactured from crude oil, which emits considerable amounts of pollution, and it is not biodegradable. In other words, it is difficult to produce and nearly impossible to get rid of.
Did you know that plastic pollution is killing more than 1.1 million seabirds and animals every year because they either mistake the bags for food or they get strangled in them?
There's an island called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and it's twice the size of Texas. It is garbage all throughout the ocean brought together by carbon.
Starbucks in the city of Portland have ditched plastic straws, so why can't we?
Hi, can I have a s'mores frappuccino?
Sure.
Ooh, yummy. Here you go.
Instead of a plastic straw, can I have a reusable straw? Because they do know that we use so many plastic straws that we could probably cover the earth 3 times around.
Sure.
Thank you.
At least 21 towns such as Jersey City, Hoboken, and Point Pleasant have plastic bag regulations in effect, and many more towns around New Jersey are considering it.
We are so glad that East Brunswick is taking action to curb the use of plastic bags and plastic straws. Come visit the recycling center table at East Brunswick Day to get your free reusable bag offered by our township.
Please help us to build a better world for future generations.
Are you a fan of theater? A patron of the arts? Do you find it too difficult to get to a Broadway show? If so, Playhouse 22 is perfect for you. Held in East Brunswick's Community Arts Center at 721 Cranberry Road, Playhouse 22 is the go-to spot for a night at the theater. With new productions almost every month, you'll never have to wait too long to see a show. The award-winning team at Playhouse 22 puts on a wide array of plays, ranging from classics like Death of a Salesman to musicals like Grease and family favorites like A Christmas Carol. The Playhouse also offers affordable season ticket packages for theater-goers of all ages. Conveniently located right here in East Brunswick, Playhouse 22 is perfect for the casual viewer, the lifelong theater fan, and everyone in between. Visit the theater website at www.playhouse22.org for information on upcoming performances.
The next time you come to the Municipal Center, remember, there's more to do than just pay a bill or drop off a library book. Take a stroll around the municipal pond. Many people come to get in their steps on the walking path or just watch the fountain and geese swimming around. You might even stop at the Little Free Library and borrow a book as you take in the scenery. Do you have an old tattered flag that you want to retire? Bring it with you to the flag drop-off near the municipal building. Between the library, senior center, and municipal building is the municipal courtyard. It's a great place to relax and catch a concert during the summer months. The grounds also have a reading garden, memorial garden, East Brunswick's 9/11 Memorial, and Veterans Park, where each year Memorial Day and Veterans Day ceremonies are held. So remember, the next time you visit the Municipal Center, there's much more to see and do.